Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron here today. We're going to look at a term that was really popularized by Michael Behe in 1998 in Darwin's Black Box, and that is irreducible complexity. Now, Charles Darwin in his day, now let me remind you, he never had any type of scientific degree or scientific training. His only degree was in the ministry, and his observations was on that 5-year voyage of the Beagle. And his grandfather is the one that began writing about evolution and zoonomia and the temple of nature and all that, Erasmus Darwin. But we digress. So, in irreducible complexity, he noticed that in microbiology, that far of what Darwin thought that the smallest things were just blobs, protoplasm, and all this, that no matter how small we get, they are irreducibly complex. And that totally destroys Darwinian evolution, because you're looking at things regardless of their smallest state. How could they then become highly organized? So we're not just looking at large things, we're looking at small things. And so mankind, the eye is irreducibly complex, our fingerprints are irreducibly complex, molecules, protons, neutrons, neutrinos, quarks, these type of things, they're all irreducibly complex organisms. Our cardio system, our gastrointestinal system, our nervous system, these are irreducibly complex things, because the terminology of irreducible complexity is kind of going beyond microbiology, and the system of the nose, the system of the ears, the hearing, that which converted that Whittaker Chambers back in the day looked at his 2-year-old's ears and said, how could that just happen? There has to be a God. So atheism and communism go together, because you can't have a totalitarian dictatorship with a God, so to speak. Some people say, well, that's a monarchy. No, a true Christian monarchy wouldn't be like that. So irreducible complexity is one of the, again, devastating critiques of evolution, and shows the absolute impossibility of evolution. The paucity of macroevolution is stunning. When you go to the zoo and you see a primate with a thumb and this type of thing, don't start thinking, well, I could see how evolution could happen, because there's many differences between primates and humans who are in the image of God. And secondarily, that just shows that God created all things well. There were certain ways. Similarities don't indicate a progression in evolution. They indicate that God in His wisdom reused things, because He did all things well, did all things perfectly. So whenever you see certain forms or formats in nature that have similarities, that's just because God reused the template, because it's what worked. Irreducible complexity, man, you were created by Jesus Christ. Live like it. The descent of man that Charles Darwin had is wrong. The fact that you're a protoplasm that's pushed by socialists and humanistic materialists is wrong. You're created in the image of God. God loved you enough to come in the form of His Son and die for you. Live for Jesus. He's got a great future for you.